So yeah guys, what's up? It's your boy Aaron and welcome back to yet another video. Today's video, it's different. It will be about Saints Row 5 and why it must go back to its gangster roots. Now, if you're watching this channel, you're most likely a Saints Row 1 or Saints Row 2 fan, since those were the games that put Saints Row Evolution on the map. So, Saints Row started from humble beginnings, and today we're looking at Saints Row as we see it. A series that came from a gangster story to a story about fighting aliens. Where did this go wrong? Well, Saints Row wasn't always about being a celeb and fighting aliens or Satan, for example. No, it was about you, the boss. A person that has joined the Saints and started to take over Stillwater. Later he was betrayed and he got into a coma, and this is where Saints Row 2 takes place. In Saints Row 2, it's a comeback with an even more powerful story about you and your fight to retake what was once all you had, Stillwater. Everything you see in Saints Row 2 is just gangsta and savage. Some drama here and there, but overall it is the most ambitious gangsta game I ever played. Now, why should Volition take Saints Row back to its gangster roots, you might ask? Well, because that's what made Saints Row awesome in the first place. What, are you stupid? Imagine if Saints Row will bring back the old boss, the savage that we all know and love. It will be amazing. Imagine a story as gangsta as Saints Row 1 or 2. Imagine a player that is just a savage who wants to kill any motherfucker that stands in his way. Imagine the old clothing system and all its layers that you can have. Imagine tattoos, screws, purple cars, bitches over the top. Saints Row in 2 words. Now, it's no secret that Saints Row 5 is under development, and the jackpot for Volition will be bringing back the old Saints Row. The Saints Row that was once Saints Row. So Volition, basically, it's now or never. Retake what was once taken, remake what needs to be remade. Bring back what we loved once. Show us that you care about your fans and bring back Saints Row to its roots. What game should Saints Row 5 mimic? Well, in my opinion, it should mimic or try to be better than Saints Row 2. Saints Row 2 is the greatest sandbox games of all time for me. Grand Theft Auto 5 had a bigger budget, Saints Row 4 gave you superpowers, Assassin's Creed takes you to far more exotic locations, but Saints Row 2 holds a special place in my heart. It's not the most original or best designed sandbox game of all time, but it features some of the best player motivation in games. In sandbox games, players run around the world playing a bunch of minigames and completing the story until there's nothing left to do or they get bored. It's a formula established by Grand Theft Auto 3 back in 2001, one that was remained largely unchanged. Well, Saints Row started off as an original GTA clone, as many wants to call it, in 2006. Though the series has since forged an identity of its own, one in which you use superpowers to fight space aliens and forces to hell. Well, Saints Row was for me my introduction to the series. It was the first Saints Row game that I played, and it quickly acclaimed me to the game and its world. Rather than a lengthy drawn out cutscene followed by an extremely linear gameplay sequences like you'll see in Uncharted or Call of Duty, Saints Row 2 teaches you everything you need to know in about 90 seconds. You're a criminal badass who's been in a coma for years, and a guy named Carlos himself gets shanked to help you escape from prison. And the police hint at another situation which you later discover in a former Saints Row gang member's Johnny Gat's murder trial. You hop in a truck and race on over to rescue Gat, shoot your way out of the courthouse, find a place to hide, then you're free to do whatever you want. Saints Row 2 understand that players want to feel badass but also want to feel like they earned it. To do this, the game established some interesting stakes. You are great, you are dangerous, you do scare people, but now things have changed. Your greatest enemy, once a lowly undercover cop, is now the chief of police. The Saints fell apart with you gone, and 3 new gangs have overtaken your territory. Alter, a fashion company, turn your base into a museum, and yeah, you were great and you still are, but nobody believes it, so it's time for you to remind them. this is what Saints Row 2 was all about, and in my opinion this is what Saints Row 5 should be all about. Showing how awesome you are, how badass you are, involving a gangster story with amazing characters, great plots, drama over here and there, weapons, guns, everything you need to have. Show people that you're a badass basically. Don't try to do what Agents of Mayhem has done and just keep Saints Row a Saints Row, not as Agents of Mayhem 2 or Saints Row 4.2 or Saints Row Get Out of Hell 2. No, keep it as Saints Row 1 and Saints Row 2, and maybe to some extent Saints Row 3. So people, this has been everything I wanted to tell you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like on it, follow me on IG, and I'll see ya at my latest videos. Have a good one, fams.
Romanian motherfucker Latino, Romanian motherfucker Latino, fresh as a motherfucking G.O. Fresh dope boy with a kilo, eyes bleed in my smoke, yo. I'm kicking pussy like Dojo, low key and no low, but bring it down like rain, yo.
Go deep now, slow it down.